me, Tonia Reeves, Australia's Cowgirl medium, coming at you from home in Sunday Creek today. We've had winter time here, so we're a little bit cold, but everything's looking nice and green, and we're, connecting with all our winter things that we need to be doing. So that's pretty cool. What else has been happening? We're, over halfway through the year, so that's always an interesting time. We've, heading towards that second half of the year. We had a great chat on our morning radio this morning, TNT, which is on my page, Australia's Cowgirl Medium, on Facebook, about a bit of burnout. And there's many that are experiencing that at the moment. It's amazing when you share that message, how many people come forward to say, I'm experiencing that, or I've just experienced that, or maybe I'm feeling it right now. And it's an important one to acknowledge, because as humans, we tend to just push through these things and think, we just need to harden up and get on with it. And I'm here to share that, sometimes we just need to be an allowance that we're not feeling great, we're not in a good space, and we need to put our hand up and get some help. And it's not an easy thing to do, because we tend to be a little bit programmed, or I know in my generation it was just like, just put on a brave face and keep going and not acknowledge that you're feeling really bad and you're feeling really stuck. So I wanted to share that today and say, we need to honour our feelings and whatever they may be. And, sometimes we get in that state and it's a real struggle then to really lift ourselves back out. So I just thought I'd share a few tips today. And, number one is go and get help from somebody who's not in the family, someone who doesn't know you, whether it's a healthcare practitioner or a healer, or, whatever resonates for you. Get the assistance of somebody else to be able to just help you navigate your way through. And we all have struggles like this, throughout life. It's just part of our journey, that we have ups and we have downs. And we need to remember we're not on our own. We're not the only one that's experiencing this, and that there are many that are feeling the same. So sometimes when you're sharing with somebody who may be your friend, or, just somebody that you connect with, that they might be answering you by saying, yes, that's me as well. That's what I've been feeling. That's exactly where I'm at. And, sharing a problem is true. When you share something, you have it. And seriously, don't carry it around on your own. Reach out to somebody. And, if you reach out to somebody and they're not as responsive as you would like, then reach out to somebody else. Just keep going. If you don't feel heard and you don't feel that somebody cares, then just know that the right person will present, and we'll be there to support you. You're not on your own. So a few little tips that I find is listening to podcasts. I love, so it might be an inspirational podcast. It might just be a podcast on true crime or something that you enjoy, that just takes you out of the moment. It stops you overthinking, and just gives you that little bit of a window of relief of that feeling of really being weighed down. Reading a book's another one. Reading I find really great. Getting outside, they all say exercise, fresh air, connect with animals. Like, I'm always connected to my horses, and they have an amazing way to make me be present in the present moment. And there's not one day I'm not grateful for that. So it might be a dog for you, it might be a cat, might be kangaroos out in the paddock that you just sit from a distance and connect to. So we all have animals around us. Don't forget that they're there to help you. All right, I'm going to go to Alicia in Charleston, South Carolina, in the US. Alicia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Really good, thank you. Thank you for calling in.
Yes.
It's great to connect. Can I ask you, I feel like I've got a mum stepping up. Is there a mum in spirit for you? Because I feel like I've got mum around.
Is there what?
Is there mum in spirit for you? Because I feel like I connect to people that have passed, so I feel like I've got this lady coming through for you.
A lady?
Yeah,
so you asked me, do I have a...
Yes.
Are you asking me, do I have a lady in my did I have a lady in my life that was like a mom?
Yeah, that's in the spirit world
Yeah,
now, that's passed over.
yeah, she's passed on. I have a few people, but real close to me was my godmother. She passed away probably like 3 years ago.
Yeah, beautiful. She's stepping in for you now. And I do want to say she's stepping in because there's stuff that's going on at the moment that feels a little bit like you're out of control with. So I feel like
Yes,
you're, with that, she's saying there's decisions to be made, but she's really come through strongly to say you need to sit in those decisions because there's something that doesn't feel right, and she's acknowledging that you're correct with that. And so it's almost like with proceeding forward, you need to get all the facts because there's something about some of the detail is missing, and that's why you're feeling a little bit off about making a decision around something because it's almost like there's something to uncover. So it's like she's showing me you need to dig a little bit deeper with making that decision. And I feel like it's something to do with either you're wanting to relocate or move or change something, but there's a hesitation. And it's like in the spiritual team that are around you, they're all going, hang on, take a deep breath because there's something that is creating you to feel unease and you're right in what you're feeling.
yes, I have two concerns that I'm really, well, basically three things that's bothering me really bad that I feel I need to get mental health. I was told I need to get mental health with it because I'm starting to get sick mentally with what I'm thinking and the things that I'm going through. So yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they're very big, Alicia, and it's interesting today that I chose to share that message prior to you coming on is that we need to ask for help and not feel you're on your own because there's a real light at the end of the tunnel here for you, but it's like they want you to be clear in making those decisions. And at the moment, obviously, like you've just shared, that there's all these aspects and things that are going on. And can I just say, totally, I'm in admiration that with what you're going through, that you're putting your hand up and being here and that's massive. And it's like from the spirit world, they want to pat you on the back and say they've got this for you because you're here to do things and there's much work to be done, I have to say. So it's almost like don't lose faith because you're being redirected to where you need to be. And they're coming through saying, like, we're going to look out for you, we're going to show you the way. But in that, they want you to just take a deep breath at the moment because something's kind of just putting you, off kilter in making that decision. Now, when you say you've got three things, is one of them, do you relate to the fact of movement and moving?
Yes. When it comes down to moving, I've been trying for many, many years to purchase a home, and then my income will be where it needs to be, and something would happen to where it's adjusted where I'm not making as much, and I get very frustrated. I keep going through the different what do you call it, like associations that would help you be prepared to get a home, and I will have everything just about together. Something comes financially and messes up the finances of my money I had, or my credit gets changed. I did go through with purchasing a car like 2 weeks ago. Then I found out that it was a false advertisement. The car wasn't fixed the way it should have been before they sold it. I had a little bit of a hard time getting my title back on the car that I had. And I just felt in my spirit at first I shouldn't have done it. But then I did it because I was putting out so much money on the car that I had. And I just flipped out and got very sick. And I was like, I got to get my title back. I just can't do it. And I did end up getting my title back. I said, well, it's okay if I have to fix it up a little bit more. It's mine. I don't need to get in another debt because if I had kept that car, it would really hurt me in trying to get the house. That would have been something else. That would have been another block from going forward with getting the home. And then I wanted to get my home first before I get married because it just was in me deeply. I needed to do that first because my income was already better than my fiance's, and I've already started the journey before him. So now with me trying to get a house, and if I made these wrong moves, I would be in a bad situation again. so I just felt like I better not get that car. I better work on getting the house, seeing that I was so close. And it just bothered me so bad. I just knew I needed to get the house first before marriage. And then the other thing that was bothering me was, for some reason, I don't know why, my child's father's been gone for 15 years. We don't have contact at all. But lately, I don't know why, I think I'm having mental trouble and I'm going to go get help. But he popped up in my head for some reason for the past couple of days. And it seems like I'm reliving the relationship that we had, and it's on my mind that I'm getting married to someone else. And it's just like I'm reliving the scenes of situations that I've been through in my relationship with my child's father. I cried, I grieved. It's just like I'm remembering things from the relationship. I don't know why that's happening and why he's popping up in my mind.
Look, in a lot of cases, that's about trying to, how can we put that where it needs to be so you can move forward with your marriage. It's like there's so much new and great things coming, and it's almost like we go back to that past to almost revisit and go, okay, we need to put that to bed. And I feel like with getting someone to help you navigate that will be easy. So please do reach out, because that's part of this process. And I feel like your spiritual team is saying, get the help with that, because once you get that help, that's going to make things flow easy. And exactly like the car, I don't see you getting the house first. You will get the right house. You need to look at, I feel like I'm near a beach. It's like the location is really important. Your spiritual team, they're guiding you. So anything that becomes a dead end, exactly like you've explained, is what they're cutting it. So what isn't for your highest good, they're getting rid of. So please know you're guided. Go and get that help, because you're entitled to it, is what they're showing me. And that will help you process things, ready to move fresh into this marriage. You've got a lot of great things coming. This is just about bringing up old stuff that just needs to be, worked through for you to go on to the next stage. So get that help, and I see you getting that help and things turning out great. So keep that faith. I know you've got it, but be, definitely connecting with that. And I'm sending love and prayers your way, because you're amazing, and don't lose sight of that.